had a Google alert?
Yes. I asked if it was true. He admitted it right away, and I think my response felt like I could barely take a breath.
Demi Moore just revealed the real reason she left Ashton Kutcher, and it is worse than you think. Demi had one rule in her marriage, one line she believed would never be crossed. She had already survived addiction. She had already survived Hollywood writing her off. She had already survived raising 3 daughters as a single mother after her divorce from Bruce Willis. So when she fell in love with Ashton Kutcher in 2003, she thought she had finally found the man who would protect her, the man who would choose her, the man who would never make her feel like she was not enough. She was wrong, because Ashton Kutcher did not just cheat on Demi Moore once, he cheated on her twice, with 2 different women, both of them in their early 20s, and when Demi confronted him about it, he had an excuse ready. An excuse that made everything she had given him feel like a trap she had set for herself. Stay with me here, because this story is not just about infidelity. It is about a woman who lost herself trying to keep a man who was never going to stay, before the tabloids, before the humiliation, before the collapse that nearly killed her. There was a love story that felt like a movie. Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher met in 2003 at a mutual friend's dinner party. She was 41, he was 25, 16 years between them. Hollywood noticed, the tabloids noticed. Everyone had an opinion, but Demi did not care, because when Ashton looked at her, he did not see the age gap. He saw her. At least, that is what she believed. They were married in September 2005. A private ceremony, intimate, romantic. Demi's 3 daughters from her marriage to Bruce Willis were there. Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. And Ashton stepped into the role of stepfather like he had been waiting for it his whole life. From the outside, they were the couple that defied the odds. The older woman and the younger man who actually made it work. Magazine covers, red carpet appearances, that infamous photo of them in matching swimsuits that the internet never let go of. Demi was happy. For the first time in years, she felt chosen. She felt safe. But behind the photos and the public appearances, something was already starting to crack. Early in their marriage, Ashton made a request. He wanted to bring a 3rd person into their bedroom. A threesome. Now think about what that means for a woman who had spent her entire life feeling like she was not enough. A woman who had battled addiction, body image issues, and the constant pressure of Hollywood telling her she was too old. When Ashton asked, Demi said yes. She wrote about it in her memoir. She said she wanted to show him how great and fun she could be. She wanted to prove that she could keep up with him, that she was not the older wife who could not handle his energy. They had 2 threesomes, 2 different people. 2 moments Demi thought were bringing them closer together. She was wrong, because later, when everything fell apart, Ashton would use those nights against her. He would say that because they had brought a 3rd party into their relationship, it blurred the lines, that it justified what he did next. Let that sit for a moment. She gave him what he asked for, and he turned it into permission to betray her. But before the cheating, there was something even more devastating. In the first year of their relationship, Demi got pregnant. She was 42 years old. They were going to have a baby girl. They had already picked out a name, Chaplin Ray. And then at 6 months pregnant, Demi lost the baby. She miscarried. For Demi, it was not just the loss of a child. It was the loss of the future she thought they were building together. She blamed herself. She spiraled. After 20 years of sobriety, she started drinking again. They tried IVF, multiple rounds. Every single one failed. And while Demi was grieving the children they would never have, Ashton was already looking elsewhere. In 2010, while Demi was in New York filming Another Happy Day, Ashton met a 21-year-old woman named Brittany Jones. He met her while bowling with Demi's daughter, Rumor. Stay with me. He was with his stepdaughter when he first saw the woman he would later sleep with. Brittany Jones said they had sex in the marital home. Ashton shared with Demi, while Demi was thousands of miles away, working. While Demi thought her husband was at home waiting for her, when Demi found out it was not from Ashton, it was from the media. The tabloids broke the story before he could even confess. She called it a betrayal that felt like a direct message, like he wanted her to know, like it was personal. But Ashton denied it. He said Brittany Jones was lying. He said nothing happened. And Demi, still holding on to the marriage she had built, chose to believe him. That was the first time. The second time, she could not ignore. In September 2011, Ashton attended Danny Masterson's bachelor party in San Diego. It was the same weekend as their 6th wedding anniversary. Their 6th anniversary. And at that party, Ashton met a 22-year-old Pilates instructor named Sarah Leal. Sarah did not stay quiet. She gave a tell-all interview to Us Weekly. She described everything: the hotel room, the hot tub, what happened after everyone else left. When Demi read that interview, she said she felt sick to her stomach. She said she knew Sarah was not lying, because everything Sarah described matched the man Demi had been living with for 6 years. But what came next is what truly exposed who he was. But even then, it was not the cheating alone that broke her. It was what came with it. Ashton took photos of Demi when she was at her lowest. When she was drunk and passed out on the toilet, he grabbed his phone and took pictures. The next morning, he showed them to her. Demi wrote that at the time, it seemed like a good-natured joke. But looking back, she realized it was not a joke at all. It was shaming. It was a way of making her feel small, of making her feel like her pain was something to laugh at. And when she tried to talk to him about her drinking, about her addiction, about the fact that she was falling apart, he told her he did not know if alcoholism was a real thing. That sentence should tell you everything about who she was married to. Demi was not just battling her husband's betrayal. She was battling Vicodin addiction. She was battling alcohol. She was battling the feeling that she had given everything she had to a man who saw her struggles as inconveniences. By the time Ashton filed for divorce in 2013, Demi had already hit rock bottom. At a party with her daughter, she had a seizure. She had been inhaling nitrous oxide, whippets, the kind of thing teenagers do at house parties. And there was Demi Moore, one of the biggest stars of her generation, convulsing on the floor while her own child watched. After the divorce, Demi lost everything she thought she had left. Her 3 daughters stopped speaking to her: Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. The girls she had raised. The girls she had protected through her divorce from Bruce Willis. The girls who had watched her marry Ashton and welcomed him into their family, they walked away. Bruce Willis, who had remained her friend and co-parent for years, grew distant. Demi was alone, completely alone. A billionaire lifestyle, a mansion, a career that had once made her the highest-paid actress in Hollywood. None of it meant anything. She was grieving, not just the marriage, but the life she thought she was building when she said "I do" 8 years earlier. And then slowly, something changed. Demi started doing the work: therapy, sobriety. Facing the parts of herself she had been running from since childhood, she reconnected with her daughters. It took time. It took honesty. But eventually, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah came back. In April 2025, Scout Willis gave an interview where she talked about her parents' divorce. Not Ashton and Demi, her biological parents, Bruce and Demi. She said it had always been handled with absolute grace and love. She said no one needs to be the bad guy for a situation to be healed. She was talking about her mother, because Demi never dragged Ashton through the mud publicly. She never went on a revenge tour. She wrote her truth in her memoir, and then she moved on. Meanwhile, Ashton Kutcher moved on too. He married Mila Kunis in 2015. They have 2 children together. From the outside, it looks like the happy ending Demi never got. But here is the thing about Ashton Kutcher. In 2019, when Demi's memoir came out, she did not hold back. She wrote about the threesomes. She wrote about the cheating. She wrote about the photos he took of her on the toilet. She wrote about everything. And in a 2023 interview with Esquire, Ashton admitted he was pissed. He said he was angry about what she wrote. He said losing a child that close to having one was really, really painful. That last part is true. Losing a child is painful. But notice what he did not say. He did not say he was sorry. He did not say he regretted what he put her through. He was angry that she told the truth. Then, in January 2026, something unexpected happened. Demi Moore was nominated for an Oscar for her performance in The Substance. The reviews were calling it the role of her career, a comeback story written in real time. And Ashton Kutcher, the man who had humiliated her, the man who had cheated on her twice, the man who had photographed her at her lowest and showed it to her like a punchline, released a public statement. He said he was proud of her. He said she killed it. 2 words that should have felt like closure. But according to sources close to Demi, she has never fully gotten over Ashton Kutcher. Not because she still loves him, but because she believes she gave the relationship everything she had. And everything she had was not enough. That is the part of this story that hurts the most. It is not the cheating. It is not the threesomes. It is not even the photos. It is the fact that Demi Moore, at 62 years old, is still carrying the weight of a marriage where she tried to be everything and was told it was never enough. 8 years, 3 stepchildren, a miscarriage, 2 affairs, a public humiliation that played out in every tabloid in the world, and in the end, Demi wrote one sentence in her memoir that says it all. In the end, I had to go. She did not say she wanted to leave. She said she had to, because staying would have meant disappearing completely. Demi Moore did not just survive the most public divorce of the 2010s, she walked through it, she rebuilt herself, she got her daughters back, she got her sobriety back, and at 62, she stood on a stage and reminded the world that she was still here. Ashton Kutcher got the younger wife, the 2 kids, the clean public image. But Demi Moore got something he never could. She got herself back. What do you think? Did Demi stay too long, or did she leave at exactly the right moment? Drop your take in the comments. If this story hit you, make sure you are subscribed. We have another story coming that you are not going to want to miss.